Okay, I need to tell you something that most coastal Delaware real estate agents will never say on camera. This place, Coastal Delaware, has a dark side. I know you're thinking to yourself, what is she talking about now? So you've been watching my videos, you've seen the sunrises, you've seen the sunsets over Rehoboth Bay, the fresh crabs, the tax-free shopping, the charming little beach towns, and you're thinking, Debbie, what on earth could be dark about this? Dun, 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 dun. Well, a lot, my friend, an absolute lot. So I'm gonna point at the camera, I'm gonna point at you, and I'm gonna share some of that dark side. I love coastal Delaware. I live here, I sell real estate here, I built my entire brand around this delightful place. But if you're seriously considering moving here, you deserve the full truth, the whole truth, the good, the great, and the slightly terrifying. I even wore my dark hat just to kind of be a little bit more foreboding. So today we're gonna go full dark side. No sugarcoating, no glossy beach filters, just real talk from someone who has helped hundreds of people make this move and watched a few of them not see this stuff coming, okay? They just didn't see it coming. So let's go. Let's talk about that dark side that I've kind of alluded to a little bit. So I really want to walk and talk. I wish I was on a boardwalk, but of course I'm not, but I'm hoping that you'll get the boardwalk sense. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Debbie, your coastal Delaware relocation expert. I really do think I'm an expert. I am the face behind Live, Love Beach to Bay. I work with buyers and sellers up and down the Delaware coast, Rehoboth, Lewes, Bethany, Millsboro, Milton, all the way down to the Maryland line, one of my favorite places, Fenwick, Selbyville, Ocean View. And I want to be really clear about something before we dive in. This video is not a reason to not move here, okay? This is a reason to move here prepared, because the people who thrive here, like Debbie, are the ones who absolutely fall in love with this lifestyle. They know what they're getting into. They came into it with their eyes wide open. And then there are people who just showed up expecting a permanent vacation and got a little surprised. Uh-oh, don't want that to happen to you. I care too much about you all, and of course, I hope you're future clients. So let's make sure you're in group one. Here are the 10 dark sides of moving to coastal Delaware. And yes, I'm going all the way to 10, and I can absolutely count to 10. Okay, so dark side number one, Route 1 in the summer. Okay, it actually is summer right now. 4th of July is just around the corner, and we are getting gridlocks. We're getting cars backed up for, in certain areas, miles. I could shake my head and I could laugh. Oh, Route 1, sweet, chaotic, absolutely maddening Route 1. So if you're moving to any of the beach communities, Rehoboth, Lewes, Dewey, Bethany, Fenwick, you will spend time on Route 1. And from Memorial Day all the way to Labor Day, we're right in the middle of it right now, it can be a parking lot, an expensive, sun-drenched, occasionally beautiful parking lot. We're talking about a stretch of road that connects the entire Delaware coast, and in the summer it handles millions of tours. I mean millions. A drive that takes 12 minutes in October will take you 45 minutes in July, and that's on a good day. A good day. Leaning in to tell you a good day. I had a client who moved down from Pennsylvania last spring. She called me in July, sweet as can be, and she goes, Debbie, I've been in my car for an hour and I can see my house from here. And I then wanted to, kind of point at the camera and say, oh no, that is a really, really true story. Now here's the thing. People know the back roads. I know the back roads. You will know the shortcuts. You will learn them. But there is a learning curve. And until you figure it out, budget some extra time and keep a good playlist ready. I've got one for numerous different rides. You are absolutely going to need to acquire patience, more patience, okay? Dark side number two, your town is not your town in the summer. So what does that mean? Well, you know that I call coastal Delaware. I live here, play here, work here, thrive here. But I need to tell you that in the summer months, it's gonna be packed. There's gonna be long restaurant lines. You're gonna have to kind of wangle your way to get your beach chair into the sand. And this is one of the catches. It catches a lot of people off guard. When you live at the beach, tourists come to your home every single summer. So while you may consider it your beach, the tourists are really thinking it's theirs. You might be sitting here going, Debbie, that sounds amazing. And okay, yes, there's an energy to it. The restaurants are packed. There's music on the boardwalk. There's life, excitement, and energy everywhere. But here's what the brochure doesn't tell you, okay? You cannot get a dinner reservation at your favorite restaurant. As a matter of fact, most restaurants in season don't take them. Parking downtown, gonna have to really get schooled on that. The beach that's a 5-minute walk from your house, it is shoulder to shoulder with people who are on vacation. They don't have a care in the world. Meanwhile, you're just trying to take a quiet Sunday morning walk because you live here and you can get exasperated, but you gotta laugh. You absolutely have to laugh. Your local coffee shop has a line out the door. Your grocery store is out of a lot of essentials and everyone's in a great mood, which is honestly the most annoying part because you can't even be properly cranky about it all because everyone's having a great time all around you. But here's the good news. And I mean, come September, it is paradise. We call it second season or local season. The weather is still gorgeous, the water is warm, the crowds are gone, and suddenly this entire beautiful place, again, belongs to you, okay? I said it, we call it local summer, September and October. I think it is absolutely the best kept secret on the entire East Coast. So yes, share your home for 3 months, but the other 9, pure magic, absolutely pure magic. Hey guys, as much as I absolutely love making these videos, what I love the absolute most in making the videos is really talking, encouraging, nurturing your desire to know more about coastal Delaware. I've helped countless families. I've helped families from the Mid-Atlantic. I've helped families from the South. I've helped individuals from Metro New York and New England gather the information that helps them make the right decision if relocating here is what they truly want to do. So whether you're coming out next week, next month, or for gosh sakes in 2027, I would absolutely love to connect with you. If you've missed the on-screen pop-up, you can certainly find again all of my contact information linked below. We're on to number 3, the flies, okay? I hate flies. I really absolutely hate flies, but I have to tell you, they do blow in and the wind blows them in and nobody warns you about this. I actually have seen a lot of Facebook posts lately that say, hey, are the flies on the beach today? So clearly, greenhead flies, literally, and I want that to I don't want it to land on you, but I want it to land around you. For those of you who don't know what a greenhead fly is, let me paint you a picture. Imagine a horsefly, now make it mean. Give it a personal vendetta, make it completely unafraid of humans, and make it fast, very fast, okay? That is a greenhead fly. They show up in July and August in the salt marshes near the beach, and they bite hard, like you will know you've been bitten. There's no sneaky mosquito situation here. Greenheads let you know they were there, and they're nasty, okay? Now they're not everywhere, and they're not all the time, but if you're near the marshes in midsummer and the wind stops, oh, you'll meet them. The wind blows them out, but when the wind stops, they are there. So a true Delaware Beach person has a greenhead story. It's like I said, rite of passage, now you're one of us. Dark side number 4, the beach tax, okay? Cute beach shops, restaurant menus, waterfront homes, etc. That's all around us, all around us. But dark side number 4 is, I call it the beach tax, and it is real. You're gonna say to yourself, what is Debbie talking about? Here's the thing about living somewhere beautiful and desirable that everyone knows it is desirable, which means everything costs a little more, a little bit more. Property values in Rehoboth Beach and Lewes, some of the highest in the state. Waterfront, consider that premium. Water adjacent, still premium. So technically within 10 miles of the water, you're still paying a little bit more than you would inland. So when I call it a beach tax, it's just for the privilege of being close to the beach, okay? That's what I'm referring to when I say a beach tax. Because remember, Delaware has no state sales tax, very, very low property taxes, almost the lowest in the entire country. So don't panic. The overall tax picture is genuinely very favorable compared to all those surrounding mid-Atlantic states. But the cost to buy here, especially in the last few years, has gone up significantly. And the cost to sometimes eat here in season, if it's crabs or shellfish, etc., you're gonna feel it. You're absolutely gonna feel it. My honest advice, come with a realistic budget. Know that you're paying for the lifestyle and decide early whether that lifestyle is worth it to you. For most people I've worked with, it absolutely is. But go in again, eyes wide open, okay? We're up to dark side number 5, flooding and coastal weather. Got the ocean on one side and the bay on the other side. So what does that mean? That means that you've got to take it quite seriously. We are a beach to bay area of the mid-Atlantic, and it does matter. Coastal Delaware is coastal, which means weather is not just a background thing here. It really is a character in your life, and you've got to be conscious of it. We get nor'easters, we get some coastal flooding, and some areas, especially along the bays and low-lying streets, will flood with some of those significant storms. So before you buy any property near the water, understand the flood zone. Ask Debbie, ask another real estate professional. They can all tell you how flood zones are dictated and what they mean from a standpoint of insurance impact. This is not meant to scare you. It is meant to make you a smart buyer. A good agent, hint, hint, will walk you through all of this before you ever make an offer, okay? And listen, the summers here are gorgeous, but we do get heat and humidity. July and August, they're gonna remind you why Debbie has to wear a hat sometimes, okay? We are not Southern California. We are not Florida. We get the occasional tropical system that brushes up the coast. But again, it's nothing compared to other areas of the country. Here's what I'll say. People who live here have a healthy respect for the weather, and they are prepared. They know when to go inland, and they know when they can truly just relax and say, that one's not a big deal, okay? Storms also create a community. When a nor'easter rolls through, everyone in an area like Coastal Delaware is checking on everyone. It's one of those small town things that I love about this place. Okay, so let's talk about well water and septic systems, because an awful lot of the homes in this area are still on well water, and they also have septic systems. And while Sussex County is doing a fabulous job of installing sewer lines in so many areas, there still are a lot of homes that still have wells and they have septic systems. So again, lean on that professional realtor. Lean on that individual that knows what the difference is. Understand that well water is not public water. A septic system is not public sewers, okay? Understand that impact to you, how you need to be protected, how you need to be aware, and do your due diligence absolutely upfront, okay? Especially if you're coming from a city. You know, you wanna understand what that means for you as a potential home buyer. Well water, actually for many people, is far preferable. However, I'm gonna tell you, I love the public water in Sussex County. I think it's actually quite delicious, okay? When it comes to sewer systems, they're gonna need inspections. Wells are gonna need inspection. I'm gonna say it again. Lean on that professional realtor to provide you the best kind of guidance, and make sure you've got your eyes wide open going in with all of those essential questions and that essential knowledge. You need to know the age of these systems, the age of the well, etc. That's probably a conversation for another entire video. But the good news, once you understand it, it really can be something that's not a big deal. Millions of people live happily on well and septic all over the country. But if it's new to you, I want you to know, and I want you to really understand it from end to end, okay? Dark side number 7, you are not close to everything. This is where I've got to be very honest with you. You're talking to an individual, a realtor, Debbie, who prior to real estate was in retailing, big box retailing. I was in malls and all over, the country in big shopping centers. Coastal Delaware is not close to those kinds of things. Our closest airports, Philadelphia and BWI. However, Wilmington, Delaware and Salisbury, Maryland are coming on strong. From a standpoint of medical centers, while it is growing and that infrastructure is definitely thriving here, we've got BB, we've got some wonderful, hospitals that are literally mushrooming all around me. Reality is that Christiana Care, that's up in Wilmington. Johns Hopkins, that's in Baltimore. Jefferson is in Philadelphia. We are certainly building some world-class medical centers, but they are not around the corner like they may have been in the metropolitan areas that you may be coming from. So, the same thing goes back to that conversation about shopping. We don't have a lot of big box here. Delaware is growing fast, especially the beach communities, but at its core, we are still a small town coastal community with a lot of, small businesses, local shops, local restaurants. I think it's fabulous, but the flip side, you're looking for those big boxes, you're looking for a shopping mall, you're gonna have to get in the car and do a little driving, okay? If you need to be in a city with everything accessible in 15 minutes, this might not be your match, okay? Dark side number 8, the off season can be quiet. And I'm talking, it can be quiet. January, February, into early March. I won't say that the sidewalks roll up like they did 10, 12 years ago, but it is definitely lower, slower Delaware, okay? I've already told you that we call September and October local summer, local season, and it's gorgeous. November starts to get cozy. December has the Christmas parade and lots of other charming activities, Shelbyville, etc. But then January through March, it is a bit quieter. Even with the Fire and Ice Festival and some of the other things that have been added into the winter months, some of your favorite restaurants, they may close for a little siesta, okay? Some of the shops, they may close for a little siesta. They may say, we'll see you in the spring. But I need to tell you that quiet really is a perfect opportunity to recharge, okay? I want to be honest. It is shifting. Residents are moving to coastal Delaware, like Debbie, which means more and more year-round businesses and amenities are now open 11 and a half, 12 months of the year. Okay? It is nowhere near as dramatic as it was 10 or 15 years ago. But if you're someone who needs constant activity and stimulation, January in Rehoboth is going to feel very different from July. It just is, okay? Personally, I've said it before, I absolutely love it. It's peaceful, it's restorative, the locals come out, you get your town back, but the dark side, it's real, and you should know about it going in. Dark side number 9, HOAs with all their little restrictions. And I've done a video about HOAs. Love them or hate them, they are here to stay, okay? They are not going away, and all of the new communities that are, again, being built out here in coastal Delaware, there will absolutely be an HOA, okay? So many of these communities, and again, all the newer ones, they have these homeowner associations. They can be wonderful. They maintain the common areas. They keep property values stable. They handle the landscaping in so many of these communities and the amenities, but they can also tell you what color you can paint your front door, whether you can have a shed, whether you can rent your property short term, how tall your grass can be before you get a strongly worded letter. They've even been known to tell you to bring your trash cans in off the curb if you haven't done that promptly. So I'm not saying that HOAs are bad. I'm saying read the documents before you fall in love with the property, know exactly what the rules are, what the fees are, and what the reserves look like. Okay, this is something I walk every single one of my buyers through. No surprises, absolutely no surprises. If you want total freedom to do whatever you want with your property, there are some communities like that, and there are certainly some, independent detached homes. Just know what you're buying into, okay? And dark side number 10, everyone knows everyone. I would say that coastal Delaware is just one big cheers, okay? I think this is secretly not just a good thing, I think it's a great thing. And it's the one I saved for last because honestly, it might be my favorite. In coastal Delaware, everyone knows everyone, absolutely. And not just Debbie because her cards are everywhere and her videos are everywhere, but really this is a small community. The person cutting your hair knows the person selling you your groceries, who went to school with the plumber who is fixing your pipes, who is friends with your neighbor, who already told everyone on the block that you just moved in. And if that sounds a bit tongue-in-cheek, it's meant to. It's really meant to be. Your business is everyone's business. And something funny happened at the town council meeting. Everyone knows by morning. Did you park in front of someone's mailbox? Someone's cousin saw it. Oh no, oh no. Now here's why this is secretly wonderful. People show up for each other. When a storm comes through, neighbors help neighbors. When a local business struggles, the community rallies. When you're new to town, people actually introduce themselves. Hey, how cool is this? It's warm and real and sometimes a little in your business. But honestly, after years of anonymous suburban or city living, most people who move here say it's one of their absolute favorite things. You belong to a community here, a real one, and that is not dark at all, okay? Absolutely. So, gone through my 10 dark little isms, and I've tried to be sincere and honest, and really tell you that the dark sides of moving to coastal Delaware, they are real. And they're not just creative. We've got traffic, we've got tourists, we've got greenheads, we've got the beach tax, we've got flooding, we've got well and septic, we've got distance from the city, quiet winters, HOAs, and small town, everyone knows your business energy. And here's what I want you to hear. Every single person I have ever helped move to coastal Delaware who was prepared for these things, who came in knowing the full picture, has not regretted it, not one. Absolutely not one. Because these aren't deal breakers, they're just the truth. And the truth is that this place, this specific stretch of the East Coast, offers something that very, very few places in this country can offer. Genuine community, natural beauty, a pace of life that actually lets you breathe, tax advantages that are real, a market that holds value, actually appreciates value. Why would you want to live anywhere else, right? But you've got to come informed, and that is exactly why I make these videos. If you are thinking about making the move to coastal Delaware, I would love to talk to you. I would consider it a privilege. I mean that. Whether you're a year away, 10 years away from being ready, let's get on a call. Let's talk about your goals, your timeline, your must-haves, your non-negotiables. I'm not here to sell you something. I'm here to help you find your people and your place, okay? Your people and your place. I have found my people and my place. So, drop a comment below. Tell me which dark side surprised you the most. I want to know. Was it the greenheads? Be honest, it was the greenheads, wasn't it? It is for me. I absolutely despise them. And I don't use that term lightly. If you found this video helpful, please like it. It genuinely helps more people find this content who need it. And subscribe, because we cover everything coastal Delaware. The good, the real, and yes, occasionally the dark side. So you know what I'm gonna say. I'm Debbie. I live here, play here, work here, thrive here, and I absolutely want you to do the same. So until next time, I would love to send you my guide, The Best Towns Relocating to Coastal Delaware. You know how to find me.